Now, the journey of entrepreneurship never follows a straight line. Many of us join it from all kinds of backgrounds. Now, our entrepreneur this week is true testimony to this reality about entrepreneurship, from a cleaner to a company owner.
My journey from being just an ordinary cleaner who did not graduate in anything before, but later on joined an industry of culinary, and I loved whatever was happening, and now I'm a fully graduate chef. I'm now a chef by professional who at least managed to go and pursue my diploma in chefing, and now I can't say now I'm a well-satisfied one. And I'm even a member in Uganda Professional Chefs Union, whereby I'm the national coordinator for Uganda Professional Chefs Union. Besides that, we do other things, but mostly what we do most is pizzas. My principle is loving what I'm doing. There is nothing bigger than that, because the moment you don't love what you do, you'll end up looking for the other one who has maybe made it, and you're like, oh, maybe this is delaying me, let me rush to the other one. So my principle is loving what I'm doing and the passion that I have for my job. If I look at this industry, more especially my area of expertise of a pizza chef, that is a pizzaiola, there is a lot of challenges, there is a lot of competition. If you look around NTV, even in Uganda at large, there are so many pizza places. In fact, every hotel or restaurant has a pizza side of it. They all do pizzas. But one thing has made me special, and one thing people have loved from me, is that I have something that's unique. I have my selling point, that is making the pizza in a wooden oven. I'm a celebrity chef. Everybody would love to be a celebrity chef. I'm always on the TV. Many people have seen me on TV, so I'm a celebrity chef. Many people have paid for that. Me, I did not pay, but just because I was persistent and I love what I'm doing, so that makes me to be a celeb for that. Through this, being that I've ever been rejected, later on I got a very beautiful wife who loves me because I'm a chef. A very beautiful one with 2 kids, so that's an achievement. Not only that, but at least I'm not renting. Man, the advice I have for you, if you have something in mind that you want to start, please do it. Because I've looked at so many people, they are not the most, as in, it's not that they are the one who are earning a lot, but just because they had passion, they just used it. That's little resource they got, and they started up something. Me to start up do not even have 2 million. Trust me, I started with 1 million. But if I tell you that having 3 branches, each branch is at least worth 15 to 20 million.
Once again, we are tracking the journey of Uganda's insurance industry, and then also looking at the value or dividends that buying insurance brings to a business or a household.
The insurance industry in Uganda is over 74 years today since the establishment of the first insurance company in the land, the East Africa General Insurance Company, in 1948. The industry has witnessed great developments and transitions over the years. The 1960s through the 70s, the industry witnessed great uptake and appreciation from the public, especially the elite and the merchandising class, largely dominated by Asians. This explains why at independence, despite having smaller population of under 8 million people, Uganda had 95 insurance agencies and branch offices of foreign insurance companies, mainly from United Kingdom, India and the United States of America. The 1970s to the 80s were dark years of the insurance industry. Besides the political turmoil of the time, the expulsion of Asians in the 1970s, which affected the business and elite classes that were key to the industry's growth and its sustenance, and the 1987 currency reform and discounting heavily hit especially the holders of life insurance policies. Many lost hope in the promise that insurance gives its policy holders. Through innovation and consistent product development, the industry has today made great strides, reminiscing and in a number of areas surpassing the industry's golden era of the 1960s. Midwifed by the Insurance Regulatory Authority, which was established in 1996 to ensure effective administration, supervision and regulation, the insurance industry has reinstated the prowess of that promise. The promise that insurance pays and is indeed a good bulwark against risk.
The establishment of a regulatory body from the desk office in the Ministry of Finance through establishing an independent regulatory body, which was the Insurance Commission at the time. That kind of really shaped the direction of the industry. In addition to that, I think in 2011, there was a change, a paradigm shift from the Insurance Commission to Insurance Regulatory Authority. So there was a rebirth, and it brought in with it a change in the Insurance Act as well. So you had a change from Insurance Commission to Insurance Regulatory Authority, and then thereafter the Insurance Act, it was the Insurance Act of 2011 at the time, it was also overhauled. It was overhauled so as to meet the international standards, the international core principles. In addition to that, in 2020, various regulations were put in place to operationalize the Insurance Act. So all these, because at the end of the day, once you have a well-supervised and well-regulated industry, it means that people are going to operate in an environment which is stable, where there is predictability, where people know that in the event that something happens to this insurer, you have a fallback position, where you know that if there is a claim, you know where to go. So all this really has enhanced the growth of the industry.
The reason why the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda was created was for strict monitoring, that the people who make those promises fulfill them. And government was very good to amend or overhaul the Insurance Act. The Insurance Act of 2017 safeguards the interests of the policyholders to a great extent. That act also safeguards that the insurance companies should not be allowed to collapse. That is the very reason why we are here as the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda. We also say that in case you buy an insurance policy and for whatever reason you are not satisfied the way you are handled, we created a complaints bureau at the Insurance Regulatory Authority. Come and please complain. Let us know what is happening.
Indeed, that confidence is today the reason why the insurance sector has made great growth strides and is currently a trillion shillings industry and steadily growing. Gross written premiums, which is the total amount collected by the industry through the sale of insurance policies, was 240 billion shillings in 2010. In 2015, it had moved to 612.1 billion shillings and 974.4 billion shillings in 2019. In the same breath, the industry paid claims worth 184 billion shillings in 2014. This moved to 291 billion shillings in 2017. Again, with a better regulatory environment and innovations such as bancassurance, there has been growth in the uptake of insurance services and with it, growth in the settled claims. For instance, in 2022, the industry paid out claims worth 476 billion shillings. All these have further served to strengthen public confidence in the industry.
In 2020 first season, I planted like 10 acres of jenat, simsim, rice, and then beans. I paid 410 for those crops. After their survey, they realized that I've made a loss of 6,220,000, which they pay me. In 2021, I decided to plant now 20 acres because my level was going. I cannot be repeating 10 acres. I planted 20 acres of those crops, of which I paid 820 as some in sort. In 2021, I realized a loss of 24,200,000. Yeah, that's what they paid me.
Uganda being an agro-based economy with the bulk of the population depending on agriculture for survival, it was crucial that the industry spreads its tendrils into this space, and this firm is one of the beneficiaries. This was done through an innovative vehicle, the Agricultural Consortium, bringing together government and insurance players, and has been rolled out across the country.
Called Otieno Orlando Joffrey, a farmer. I belong to a group called the Riemochandi in the Magola sub-county, Toro district. The type of agricultural insurance we have is the weather index and the drought index insurance. It covers excessive rainfall and the drought. Like last season, I incurred loss in rice. There was a lot of drought, and I incurred a total loss. So I was supported because I was compensated, and I didn't feel it. I paid 55,000 shillings, and in the end, I was compensated 1 million shillings.
Well, that's all we had for you in this week's edition of Money and Market. Thank you for being part of the show. Now, from me and team, we'd like to wish you a very good evening. As usual, let's keep the conversation going on our digital platforms. I've been your host, Charles Boji. Good evening and God bless.